Generic greetings and welcome to Beverage plus Sunless Sea. Today's beverage is iced lemon tea. It's absolutely boiling in the UK at the moment, and I had some lemon tea and thought, I don't need to boil that. Actually, yeah, I sort of did, and then poured that into a couple loads of ice, and there you go. Hey, presto, nice cold lemon flavoured beverage. Tasty. Anyway, this is Sunless Sea, and I've only featured it once before on the channel when it was in early access, and I did a preview, and at the time I went, yeah, it's not bad, I like it. I don't think it's going to be to everybody's taste, because it is basically a sort of a novel. It's as you progress down, you explore areas and you encounter different things, and it's just sort of creates a story, and it's quite slow burning, and you know it's very in depth. You can't, like, a lot of people compared it to FTL, right? And say, oh yeah, it's a bit like FTL. You have combat and things like that, and you explore, and it's sort of randomly generated the areas and such. But it's also really nothing like it, because FTL, you can play that game without really reading anything. You can basically press continue, yay, the combat bit, and I get to the combat bit, and you do the combat bit, and you go to the next area, and you build your ship up, and you basically play it just for the combat. It's not about that at all. You have to actually explore and do different things. It's actually quite, I was going to say old, but it's over a year old now. I think it's been out of early access for about a year, and I don't know why. I just recently decided, I saw it and thought, I might want to try that out again. I'm going to give it another go, and I've actually been pleasantly surprised. They've made a lot of changes since the early access, and notably combat. Combat is now much better. I really didn't like the combat at all. I thought it was a bit boring in the original version, because it was like it was just weird. But now it's a lot more in depth. You actually have to aim your ship and things like that. But yeah, I thought I would give it another go, and since I have this on here, I thought I would show you a little bit of it, because why not? Anyway, I'm currently in where is it? Vanderbilt? Yeah, it's like a place where I think it's basically supposed to be like a leper colony. Basically, I think that's the overall story of it. You go, people are. I guess they've got loads of bandages all over them, things like that, and their skin's sort of falling off and things like that. It's a bit weird. It's set in like 1880 odd. It's this sort of weird Victoriana meets Cthulhuian influence stuff. It is a bit weird. The idea is that I think London's all flooded and stuff. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I'm just going to buy some fuel here. I can only buy one fuel because I'm really out of cash. And I'm going to head off. And you can see my ship is going to head off. And I want to head down to London. I'm currently in Vanderbilt there. And I need to head down to Fallen London just to hand some stuff in. But I've only got 2 fuel. And obviously I've just bought 1. I'm going to use a fuel right now there. So I've only got 1 left. So hopefully I won't run out of fuel trying to go there. Now, I don't know what happens if you run out of fuel. And I really don't want to find out. I've got I think maybe 2 hours played on this save. Now, the idea is that, you will play something and then it'll break. No, I was going to say break, but you'll play something and then you'll fail and you'll have to start again and things like that. And the more you play, the better you get at it. Anyway, I think I am actually going to run out of fuel, but we'll see. I'm going to turn my light off because I believe light actually does save fuel. Either it saves fuel or it saves supply, but it does increase your terror rating. I don't know. Either way, I'm turning off because I just don't need it. We've got a couple of other abilities. We've got a Z-Bat, which you can send out a Z-Bat, and it will sort of scamper around and tell you where islands are, so it's going to come back and go, there are no islands within the Z-Bat's range. That's a shame. When I say islands, like, it's the ones you haven't found. I've just found Lower Barnet. Azela raised her head. Sniff sharply, blood on the wind. Home waters, Zale has dwindled at the rail, watching for the lights of London. There we go. Lower Barnet here. And we are having to go, we're going to have to go around the dock here. What's that? Haunt? That's the Hunter's Keep there. As I said, pretty much everything after that line, as far as I'm aware, is randomly, is it after that line is randomly generated? I don't know. There's different lines, and it shows you like the different like depths. I think like, the further you go, the worse it becomes, or like the more dangerous it becomes, or something like that. But yeah, I haven't played a great deal. As I said, I did play when the preview. When I did my preview video, I played a couple of hours for that, and then I played a little bit after that, and then left it because I didn't really like the combat. But now, yeah, I've been recently enjoying it. I do really like the way it looks. I love the theme, and I like the atmosphere. Even though I don't generally like this sort of. I'm not a big Cthulhu fan. What's this here? We've got a couple of people saying about offer assistance. Let's just pull up to dock and stuff, and then we'll dock. Right, okay, so An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here to look for those. Okay, nothing to hide. You shrug and invite them to search your ship thoroughly as they like. Well, I've got... Yeah. Well, you could do gentle encouragement. Yeah, they can search all they want. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than a mouldy ship's biscuit. You lost one suspicion, so there we go. One of the things that it does that I don't really like is that it basically gives you 1 unit of everything if you've done something. So it says, oh, 1 unit of explored this thing. You know, it's a bit weird that way, but yeah, it's just the way they're doing it. Right, we've got loads of things that we can visit here. So returning to London, collect messages from the Harbour Master. We'll do that. All the clattering song on the dockside soothes the soul. Are these messages for you? So I've got one another day, a free evening. Something has changed in the Neath, or whatever that is, and someone wants to sign on. So we're going to click continue. So we've got loads and loads and loads of options here. So first things first, we're going to go to the speckled admiral, and we'll have a little chat. So we want to hand in some port reports, and what happens is when you go to different areas you get port reports, and that gives you it's not like a total biscuit thing. It doesn't tell you, you know, if this game works on, you know, the PC rather than a console or whatever, and, you know, bangs on about 60 frames a second and all that. No, it's actually a It's like a full-on, you go to the port, you explore it, you make sure that this port is worthy and blah, 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 and you write everything down, and then you go back, and then you say, yeah, I've been there, the dock is a bit crap and stuff, and that's what it works out. Right, that's what happens. Let's just keep on saying, yeah, codex. I'm just going to keep mashing on these, and that's about it, I think. Actually, no, is that right? Small reports. No, that's about right. Okay. So, this is also on the standard mode. I think there's 2 modes. There's this one here, which basically means that it only saves when you're in port. You can't save it manually. As soon as you try to save it manually, it will then put it back to sort of an easy mode. And if you do that, then you can't get certain achievements and you can't get certain like upgrades and such. So there is a reason to keep it on what the mode it is now. I'm just having a quick look to see if there's anything else I can do. Ask if there's anything particular he needs. Speak to our agent there. This port. Retrieve strategic information from Polythreme, somewhere a good way east of London. Okay, let's do that. That's what we're going to do. We'll head off in a bit. What else do we need? Adventures. Oh, look at him. The Adventurer's Desires. Okay. I will need your help. He has made 2 requests. You can fulfill either one. No, I can fulfill none of them because they're all locked because I don't have any 7 units of romantic literature. So I can't do that. Let's go to the Alarming Scholar. So, the Alarming Scholar is mercurial, to say at least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth, possibly hair, or is it hair? Is it hair? Yeah, that's what it says there. Appointment is University Maritime Liaison, was a precautionary. This is blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of reading in this thing. The Story of the Sea, Tell Tales of the Deep. We get favours with them, and we basically... What I'm going to do... I mean, it does have a lot of story in this, and I do read some of it, but a lot of it comes down to just going to an area, and then just going back to here and saying, yes, I've been there, and then you get some favour back, and eventually something will happen. And after, like, a lot of reading the same thing, it does get a little bit tiresome, like, move on. Carews, the Wolfstead Dock, so reduce terror. We could do that. We could do that. We could hire more crew. No. Offer a passage to the Tomb Colonist. An immigrant will pay you to take to the north to Vanderbilt, which we could do that for like easy money. You take them back and forward, you see. But I'm not going to do that. A new recruit. Someone waits your attention. Let's see who it is. Someone wants to sign on. On later visits, different officers will sometime be available. There is more than one choice. You can choose per visit. So, engage an officer. A passerby, what the hell is that word? Afternoon, sir. Looking for a gunnery officer. Ooh, yeah, 2 right. I'm going to see what the rest is. What? Engage an officer. The irrepressible cannoneer. So, looking for a gunner. I'm looking for a ship. Here's my reference. More references. Here's my design for a whistling shell. Here's my colleague. He'll stay on shore. Here's my hand. Will you take it? Oh my good grief. So we can have 2 people. Afternoon, sir. Looking for a gunnery officer. I'd like to help you blow up some monsters if you'll have me. I like this guy here. He's really sort of upbeat and such. That's the 50 echo. Gonna go for that guy. He's a little bit more expensive because he might be a bit better. Who knows? Let's check my offices. Actually, I've got no echo. I've got no echo at all. I need something. I need to get something. Let's go to my lodgings, and there's nothing I can do in my lodgings. Oh, I think I'm getting to a point now where I'm actually running out of things to. I'm actually running out of stuff to buy with. I need some echo, which is the currency of the game, and buy some fuel. There's my new gunnery officer. Fantastic. We're going to shove you there. There we go. We'll have a little chat. And increase your iron. We could increase his iron. Basically, these are the stats up the top there. And increase the damage your attacks do. We could do that. Yeah, why not? But it only increases it by 1, is it? Yeah, but we'll do that. I think we'll leave that, the rest of that. Right, we have 2 fuel. I think what I'm going to do is speak to the Admiral. And assistance. Yep, so we got the fuel stores. And we can try and nick something, basically. It's a tough challenge. You see it in the Hearts challenge, which is what it was, and it was I think it was 80% to do, but I now have some fuel. Continue. So a tough challenge, 31% chance of success, and another one. Wow, my fuel's going up, and that one, and failed. So I've now run out of favors with the Admiral. Oh no, it says I've got 8 left. New total 7. Yeah, I'm just going to keep. I'll try one more. Succeeded. We got 15 fuel. That's more than enough for us to continue on. So, apparently to the east is where we need to explorate. So, I'm going to head off and see what we can find. Oh, that's so good. That's a nice cold beverage. All the windows in the room are currently closed, and I've had to turn my ceiling fan off because obviously it makes far too much noise and such in the building outside. So, you'll be able to hear digs and saws and still saws and everything else. Right, so far to the east of London. So maybe it is just directly east. So we're just going to head off, I guess, and see what we can find. I don't know if there's anything else we can do. I mean, the whole idea is that you just keep exploring, and it sort of it tells a story as you explore, and I'm now in combat for some reason. Oh, it's because there's a crab down there. I don't know if you can see it. Look, there's a little crab. I'm going to head down. So I'm going to reduce my speed to 0, and to 1, and we're going to spin around. And then we'll wait here. Come on. Fire. I'm waiting for my gun. My deck gun. To get a beam on them. But it's not working. I don't know why. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to dock, actually. I'll just dock. I don't think I've docked here. This is the ship there, you see. Speak to the crew. They long for home. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smell of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z-terrors recede. That's it. That's all it really is. Oh well, we'll head off. Right, onward. I think it's just like a little way you can dock and have a little chat. Yeah. That thing's over there. I think it's stuck. I think it's stuck, if I'm totally honest with you. The way things work now is that originally when you're in combat. Oh no, now it's moving. Now it's moving. All right, let's turn around. Spin round. Now we need to arm it. We need to put it so that it's in this arc, and then it means we can fire. Actually, as long as it's in any of these arcs, then you can fire, I believe. But you have to be in. Oh, sorry, you can aim, but you have to be in this arc to fire. And I don't know what's up with it. There we go. It's trying to come around the back of me. You can see my gun there. It's almost ready to fire. Fire. You can fire it at any point. So as soon as it goes like that colour there, as soon as it goes green or it lights up, you can fire it. But as you can see, there's a chance of you missing, which is currently quite high. I want to, I'm going to go full steam ahead and try and follow this thing. You can't zoom in or out, which is a shame. So it's an auroral megalops. It's coming closer. Come on. I'm gonna aim up because it's gonna charge me. Fire. There we go. And we've sorted it. See, originally the combat was like a sort of weird card-based system where it would say like cast this, and you would like get light that would go up and down. The person with the most light would hit harder and things like that. And it worked, but it wasn't very exciting. I'm going to dissect it, you see, and we're getting a fragment, and we succeeded in a pages challenge, which is pretty good. And we're going to all clear, and we don't need to do combat. I could have dissected it for food, which might have been a good idea, because as you can see, I'm actually running out of food. Hunger's currently 10, supplies are 4, but I'm hoping that we've got enough supplies to continue going on the right. which will be an interesting one. There we are. Right, so this is the Zeal pot. These are the salt lines. Actually, 2 big lines, which are weird. I'm going to dock up, and I'm going to see if... Actually, I don't have any cashage, do I? No, I've got no cashage at all. I always press that button for some reason. Right, wrong one. So, we need to head to the east. As you can see, I haven't actually explored very far. I mean, look at how big the map is. And I've only explored this little bit in probably a couple of hours. You know, a couple of hours to explore. But I think a part of that was me to learning the game again. So, we're going to head into the fog. As you can see, the little ticky-tick typewriter on the bottom left there. We've entered a fog bank. We're going to struggle to see our 4. Currently, there isn't a 4, although that could be a 4 down there. That could be a pirate ship, and I don't really want to encounter it. It is turning towards me, and it is engaging in combat, so I'm going to just keep charging forward, and hopefully I can outrun it, because this ship is stock, right? We pretty much have the exact same equipment we started with. In fact, I do have the exact same equipment that I started with. That's pretty much it, sadly, which is a shame. On the top right, actually, you can see my my crew. So I've got a mascot there, which is a wretched Mog. Oh my good grief, that ship is coming out of the fog bank, isn't it? It's trying to follow me. We've also got my my plausible surgeon, and I'm gonna have to turn around here. That's only got 90 health. I could probably take that thing on. Let's head up towards it there. Obviously, this is my range of my gun. You can buy different pieces of equipment and things like that, but it's not FTL in its levels of combat. That's for sure. Right, so here we go. We're going in. I don't have any flares. I did have flares originally. So this is a pirate frigate crew of 10. Fire! Bang! And we've done a little bit of damage, but almost nothing, sadly. So I'm just going to keep firing, and hopefully I can get a couple of decent shots in by the time he fires, and he's missed as well. His misses is missed. There we go. So I've already half health thing, and ow! I'm on 31 health. That's not good. Right, I'm going to have to leg it. I'm going to have to run, because I'm on hull 24. Which is just far too much. I'm going to activate full power on the engines, which, as you can see, burns the engines a bit, but that's okay because I really, really, really need to get away. My God, that was a powerful shot, wasn't it? Well, I guess that I'm not really going to go any further. I think I'm going to have to head back. Wow. I need to get out of combat. I need to... Oh my good grief, the pirate ship's following me. I don't want to burn the engines anymore because there is a chance that you can break. I think you see the engine temperature there. If you get it too hot, it will break. So, I wonder how far that pirate ship goes. Oh God. All clear. Right, let's go into the Zeal port. Can I get repairs in the Zeal port? I guess I can get repairs into the Zeal port. Salt lines. Visit the Unmakers. I've gained some fragments, and that's pretty much it. Compile a report. I'm sure I've piled a report on these things before. Apparently not. Apparently I haven't filed a report on these ones. Shipyard, shops, nothing there. There's the shipyard. You can see my ship there. I'm literally gonna have to go back to London. I'm gonna have to head back. Good grief. It's a bit of a slow burning game, this. As I said, but, you know, maybe that's a good thing. For some people, maybe. Like I said, it's got a mixed feelings about this, because I like the fact that it exists, but I don't know... It is for me. It is a game for me, because I am enjoying playing it, but every time I play it, I go, I really like the way it looks, and I really like the stories and stuff, but it's just no FTL. But what is an FTL? No, what is, you know, FTL? Everyone says, oh, the game is FTL mixed with something else. Yeah, nothing's ever topped that. Nothing's topping that, as far as I can tell, for a long time. Anyway, we'll head back. Do we need to... We're going to have to repair the ship, because we're on hull 24 of 75. That was the biggest hit I've ever taken. And I assume that if that gets to 0, it is game over. It is, after all, a roguelike, so, you know, you will die and stuff. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. It's got a very subdued palette. It's very green. But then you've got, like, these, like, you know, little lights that just... You know, the little red bits and stuff that cast a little bit of colour around places. I do like the look of it. Very nice indeed. Right, let's head back there. And then we need to collect messages from the Harbour Master. And I will go to the Dark Spect Admiral. I always got to say speckled, but it's the spectacled. I want to submit port reports. There we go. The salt lions. There we go. Let's give us a little bit of echo. Any other thing? I haven't found the intelligence for the 2 pieces of strategic information. I don't have vital intelligence yet. I need to go far to the east, but I tried to get there and you saw what happened there. What else do I need? I guess see if we can get. Damn it! I don't have. Look, I need 75 echo to repair my ship. I 25 echo. Cheap good quality work done on your ship. Completely repair your hull, but I do need 25 echo. If I go to the alarming scholar, I can say the Z deep again, and that gives us a new total of 30 because we've had a little chat with them. That's good, but I need to probably go back, go to the admiral, and then say, please repair the ship. Yes, the hull is now 75. Okay, so is there anything I can buy? Well, let's go around here. Let's look at that nice big cannon there. That is hull damage 32, life damage 22. What's my current cannon? You can actually buy different ships as well, which I don't think you could do. Look at the size of that ship. That's a huge dreadnought. I really like the look of that. I always like small, fast, hard-hitting ships. Though I don't really like the small, the really slow-moving monstrosities. Mrs. Plenty's Shipyard Provisions. What a name. I like that. I could buy actually nothing. I can't buy anything because I need at least 20, and I don't have any. What is my current cannon? So I've got to my hold. You have to go to hold to look at the deck gun. Deck guns, hull damage 8, life damage 8. So a lot of them guns there, which are that one there, like 900 though. It's a really good gun. Is there any cheaper one? There's a better one. Look, 50 that one, and it's much better. Look, hull damage 18. I'm gonna have to buy that thing there. Cost torpedo components to use. Okay, that's a problem. You need to buy. Basically, the current cannon is free to fire, but that one obviously needs torpedoes components. I think what I'll have to do, I'm gonna have to go to London. We'll have a look around London. Don't need to put the ship in die dock. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. Can we take any more? I don't think. There's a new recruit. Doesn't look like there's anyone. Can we get a Zayla? We've got 8 crew of 10 because we did lose a couple of people. 5 echo and I have 6. You know what? Perhaps not. I'm going to stick with what I've got. Right, we're going to head to wrong button. Going to head to Vanderblight, and we've got easily enough fuel to get there. Actually, press Y. We press battle. Battle mode! No, we don't really need to do that. I assume you can get different weapons. Forward weapons cannot be equipped on this ship. Oh, there you go, look. So we got forward weapons there. That's a deck weapon, which... Deck weapon? What's the difference between a deck weapon and a forward weapon? I guess it means that the deck weapon can fire anywhere within that arc. Oh. This is not good. A hiss of horror from the lookout. A grim lamp at the front of the ship, sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light, even as you watch the blue fades. It is not a good omen. Spin them a story. Now Lubra knows what the blue light means. Attempt to calm them. There's a perfectly natural explanation. That's a heart, difficulty 62%. The darkness underneath is more than the absence of light. Physical presence which distorts the shape of the world. Your light melts the darkness, restores sanity to the world. You explain something of this to your sailors. Sailors, it's always with a Z for some reason. It's not your first time they've heard it, but they are slightly less nervous. Again, one fragment, and I succeeded in a heart's challenge. So basically they were nervous about the light. That's all it was by the sound of it. Yeah, the deck gun, I'm guessing, can fire in that arc there, whereas the aft gun fires directly back and the forward gun directly forward. But as I've never done it, I do not know. Right, we'll head up to Vanderbilt, which is there. For some reason, it's not unlocking this bit. That's annoying me. That little there should be unlocked, but alas, it is not. We'll head onwards. I wonder what we're going to find. I guess nothing. I guess a lot of this is just quite simple. I'm really trying to get my echo up, trying to get more money, and then head off. At the moment, the only way I've discovered dust echoes, even sepia in what was that? Sepia tint to the air. These are waters around the tomb colonies. Yeah, it's just a bit dodgy. The way that the game looks, as well as the little sort of sort of readouts and what would you call this? Like the logbook reads, it does really give a lot of atmosphere to the game, which at the end of the day is very sort of lo-fi, isn't it? It's a very, very simple looking game, but it does work. Yeah, I don't know how to get a lot of echo. I mean, at the moment, I've just been exploring, going to different areas and having a quick look around and having a couple of chats with people and basically doing port reports and then also doing maybe a couple of quests. Like, there's not really quests, I guess they are, but, you know, just talking to different people and seeing what we can find. And there's a couple of things like, I know by talking to someone else, there's a chef that says there's a really, really good place here to eat. An absent friend, it's everything I imagined, he tells you breathlessly, but there is something missing. Please bring her to me. She went off to the Mangrove College. She needs to get out of London, but Vanderbilt is just as safe as the college. And I wish she's bored of mud by now. Look for the shady sort in Mangrove College, somewhere in the south of the Undersea. Okay. So, the tomb colony we can explore. There you go, we have a little bit of explore. And, oh, we've encountered a chapel. You know what? Let's just... I'm just going to search the place. Straightforward challenge, 100% chance to do that one. There's an altar, a block of basalt. There are paws, a pulpit. No Bibles, no hymn books. Stained glass window is the red. Inscription on the lintel of the door reads, "For I was hungered, and ye gave me meat, that is all. Your crew are eager to leave. Yeah, I am as well." But there we go, the Vengeance of Jonah. It's a nice little place to eat, but you do need 300 echo, and I don't know... And you could also... if you have a strange catch, which if you go and kill something and bring it back, if you have a strange catch, you can actually get... your strange catch, you get them to cook it. But if you have 300 echo, you can recruit the bandaged cook, basically. Is really, really good cook, apparently. Right, so they need to go me to... where did they send me to? The... college. Let's have a quick look on the map. Where is it? I think I've been there before, you know. I'm pretty sure. Was it around there? The place where I need to go, I'm sure it was right down the bottom here somewhere. Either way, we're not going to get any further than that because, as I said, it's one of those games that... I'm also out of beverage. It's really warm, so I'm going to go outside. It's one of those games that's really slow burning, and I like showing these sort of games because even if they're not necessarily for me, which I actually think this is, as I said, the more I play it, the more I get into it and such. But it is a game where you have to get into. You can't just jump in it for, say like 10 minutes and then just forget about it. You know, it is like a thing you'll keep coming back to and such. I like showing these sort of games because they're just different, and not different in. A lot of people go, this game, a lot of people say this game's different, but that only carries it so far. It still has to be good, and I think this is different, but also quite good. Anyway, links are in the description so you can check it out. Like I said, it's been out for a bit, and there's new stories being added all the time, actually. If you actually sign up to, you have to just sign up to the newsletter and such, but they add new stories to it and things like that, which it's a bit weird. They have to, it's on Steam, yet you sort of sign up and it downloads it separately, but yeah, pretty good. Links in the description, you can check it out. Thanks very much for watching. Comments in the comments. And generic partings.